Greetings, I'm the Impoverished Player, and this is my first attempt at a stream with a relatively old game. Which is kind of self-explanatory. Love this opening sequence. I'm gonna get right into it here. Got my 4 base characters, and I actually just discovered the robot this morning. Haven't really played around with him too much, but I have way too much stuff to do with the other characters still. So I'm gonna go ahead and work with the pilot. Just give a little walk around, show some of the NPCs. I've actually collected all the inhabitants in the Gungeon. Have them all set up right now. So unfortunately I can't do any unlocks, but those are kind of random. There's just something that happens as you're going in the dungeon. And I finished, there's supposed to be a market right here, but I finished collecting everything, so I don't know where he is now. But yeah, most of these people sell you things or give you advice while you're going through the dungeon. I've almost bought everything in here, but this requires 200 credits, and my credit count in the top corner there is only 21. So that's going to take me a while. You can see they're very busy here today. Business is booming. With me, their only customer. But yeah, I've completed most of the side quests in this game. I have yet to actually really beat the game, though, which is proving to be difficult for someone of my particular skill level. Yeah, try again. I don't know how many times I've died in this game, but let's get a few more. And everything in this game is adorable. I love the pixel art. I love the appearance of the creatures. Let's see, to start us off here. I unfortunately have the character that has a weapon with the worst aim to start with, but it has a sizable clip, so I can miss a lot. And that's okay. And I've pretty much memorized how many shots it takes to kill each enemy on the first floor. But then as you progress through the game, the enemies' life totals increase slightly. Just enough to make it so that the same number of bullets won't always kill them. So I've only done bullet counting for the first couple floors, and then for the first floor itself. After that, I usually have a better gun, and at that point it's just kind of learning how many bullets with said gun takes care of which enemies on which floors. Lots of counting in this game, at least for me. But just standard run and gun right now. After you kill all the enemies in the room, you collect all the money that's just been laying around. Basic mechanics are you have your standard strafing and a dodge roll. Dodge roll gives you invulnerability frames, which allows you to evade taking damage, but at the end of the roll you're vulnerable. So you can't shoot while doing a dodge roll, but there's a mechanic that I discovered this morning that I didn't know about because there's been a huge update to the game and a lot of changes. You couldn't always roll over these tables. Basically, if you dodged into a table, you would stop, but now if you dodge into a table, you roll over it. And that's the only time that you can actually shoot during a roll now, is while you're going over a table. And that's kind of important to know when you get rooms that have like 5 or 6 tables chained together. But, oh no! God damn, why? Why so early? Why would you do this? There are mimics in this game, and there are actually new mimics. Some of them are built into the wall. And they are incredibly dangerous. on the first floor. They have a variety of attacks and are much stronger than most enemies. And they just add to the current encounter. You can't really tell where a mimic is. These guys are also special. They're a very rare encounter. But if you can kill enough of them, you unlock a special item, which I have. Anyways, yes, I guess I'll just get into yelling at my game and pretending to know what I'm doing from this point out. Sometimes you get a treasure chest drop, you need keys to open those up, or you could just shoot the treasure chest and break it. Breaking a treasure chest will not yield the contents, but you might get a smaller item. There's also a very limited chance that you get a special companion creature from it that gets upgraded the more chests you break, technically. But right now I'm checking the quality of chests as I'm running around, because unfortunately I'm partially colorblind, so I can't really tell. I think this is brown. It's the most basic chest. Fortunately, the chests also have different design elements, so it's not just color that you can determine them by. And sometimes you'll discover random shops while you're running around. I actually kind of want to buy these flak bullets, because they make it so that every time a bullet hits, it splits up into smaller bullets. Yeah, I'm gonna get those. I, again, should probably not be doing that. I should be checking the rest of the floor and finding out what other shops are available before spending all my hard-earned in-game currency. But I get impatient and I make mistakes. So yeah, now you can see my bullets are splitting off into 4. And that's for all of my guns. So any gun that I pick up from this point forward will have these black bullets in it. It's just that this pistol that I'm using right now has infinite ammo. Also, if I shoot a wall, it bounces back 4 smaller versions of the bullet. And I believe the way the flak bullet works is based on the damage that the gun does. So, like right now, my gun does, I think, 4 damage per shot, so it shoots back 4 smaller bullets after hitting something. Again, I could be entirely wrong on that. Haven't really tested it out too much. Mostly because I die a lot. But I can at least get to about, and I'm probably going to jinx myself, but I can usually get to about the 3rd, maybe 4th floor, and I'm still just learning about those enemies. There are 5 floors in total, so unfortunately I still have a lot to learn. Particularly in regards to boss combinations, enemy combinations, room types. But this leads to the boss, so I'm going to check my mini-map here, or my maxi-map I should say, for areas that I haven't explored yet. Use the rechambering teleporter, and let's have a look down here. Oh good, more keys. Keys are incredibly invaluable. So this is an S chest. It is like the rarest type of chest. I'm going to shoot it before I open it, just because sometimes they can be mimics. Ooh, and I got the lodestone, or reload stone. So this is an active item. I've got active item toolbar on the side there. I start with a lockpick, which I think gives me like a 50% chance to unlock a chest. But if I don't unlock it, I jam it and basically can't open it anymore. But this reload stone, it's an active item that recharges the more I'm in a fight. And it basically sucks in enemy bullets when I activate it. So very handy item to have. Incredibly expensive and S rank, so it's incredibly rare. But I'll be sure to misuse it and totally kludge up this run with it. No worries there. So this room is a unique room for the first floor. If you push water into the fireplace, the grate opens. go inside and use your activation button, and it flips a switch, which then sounds an unlock room. You can see on my mini-map there's one unexplored room here, which has a metal grate inside of it, and a save button. Save buttons are also a new feature. But if you have 2 keys and unlock this grate, it goes to a secret floor. So there's like an in-between layer that you can adventure. I'm going to try and use my lockpick to see if I can... Yeah, no, I can no longer use this secret room now. I've completely locked it off because my lockpick didn't work. So let's go... Okay, so I opened the S-rank chest. I want to open this blue chest up here. Wait, no I don't, because I need to get a gun for the boss fight. Every floor has 2 chests guaranteed. One of them will have a weapon. Oh no, and one of them will have an either active or passive item. Now, this is Casey. It is a bat with a shotgun shell on top. And you can see by the black glow that it is cursed. Now the reason that it's cursed is that this is the Gungeon. You're only supposed to have guns. So the fact that I have a melee weapon upsets the balance of the Gungeon. But this is an infinite ammo weapon. But when I swing it... Oh right, because I have the flak bullets. It actually shoots bullets now. When I swing it, it does damage, and if I hit bullets with it, it negates the bullets. So I actually have no skill with this weapon because I don't like picking up cursed items. Cursed items make some enemies harder and gives a chance that the boss will also be harder throughout your run. So let's see how we do with this. Oh! Oh! Okay, this is a unique occurrence here. Oh, I missed. Damn it, I missed. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Come on. I'm gonna die. I'm getting greedy, and I'm going to die. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ow! Okay, so with that boss, if you can hit the guy standing beside him, the Chancellor, with the baseball bat, if you hit the Chancellor into the boss, it's a one-hit kill. Just automatically defeats the boss. I unfortunately don't know how to use the baseball bat. So let's do a quick restart and try again. Oh, dying on the first floor. That really dictates my level of talent. Like, I love this game, I'm just not very good at it. I mean, I'm good enough that I've beaten it at least twice, but it really relies heavily on knowing your weapons, knowing the enemy patterns. But this is one of those instances I was talking about earlier where you can slide over a table and you can just shoot while you're sliding. Unfortunately, you can't move while sliding, so you're not really dodging anymore. You're just going in one fixed direction until you get where you need to be. If you roll over a table enough times, it breaks, and unfortunately, you cannot dodge roll over this chasm. It's just too far. So I'm kind of stuck over here. I can't go back to the entrance anymore. For demonstration purposes. I knew what I was doing. These guys I like because, well, they can't hurt me. They're rubbers. So I just keep bouncing off them. They can't really hurt me, but they can push you into pits, which is annoying. And then on later floors, they're electrified, so they don't really, can't really touch them anymore. And these slime molds keep splitting every time you shoot them. But once they're down to their smallest level, another thing about your dodge roll is that on top of giving you invulnerability frames, it also deals 1 point of damage, and they only have 1 hit point. So you can dodge roll into them and kill them immediately. And that stays the same throughout every floor. So pretty much anytime you get a slime that's all the way down to its smallest form, You can just roll into it instead of wasting bullets. Now, I gotta be careful in here and make sure that this guy doesn't shoot up towards the ceiling, because he can break my water barrel, and I don't want him to do that. I could, if I find an item that shoots water, I could put out the fire myself, but the water barrel's just the safer bet. So I've unlocked the secret room, which is up there now. Got a little tribute hall to heroes here. Shows some statues of the other Gungeoneers that you can play as in various poses. Don't know who that guy is. I think that's the Marine, or it's supposed to be the Marine. Or maybe it's a secret character for a future update. But I just went and broke all the statues with dynamite, so, whoops. So yeah, the same, you can also do table flips with your active button, and this puts up a wall that blocks bullets for you. So aside from flipping over the tables, you can also knock them over to protect yourself in a gunfight. You can also find environmental things to knock over, like explosives or these water barrels. And yeah, that's just going to keep going, even without me. Or you get explosive barrels like that. Let's see if I can, with my awful, awful gun, shoot that. Oh, never mind, they're not close enough now. Come on. Come on. Hit. Reload! Another thing that they introduced is the ability to bank health for later. So I can actually send that away to a vending machine that shows up at the merchants and at the end of the level. I don't have to backtrack all the way to points where health drops were. Oh, they ignored it. Usually when you push a barrel, like the bulletkins, these little guys here, not particularly bright. If they see a moving object, they will shoot at it. So sometimes you can roll a barrel towards them, and just as the barrel's about to hit them, they'll shoot it themselves and blow themselves up. The worst is getting shot by a bulletkin, because they are like the chum of this universe. They are just the worst kind of enemies. They aim where you are and not where you're going to be. They only shoot one bullet. They're very inaccurate. But I have died to them before because I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings. And again, I'm getting shot on the first floor. Usually I reserve that privilege for a boss fight, but today's just... Ah! Grenades! Ah! So yeah, grenades, fortunately, like there's some explosive enemies that will blow up other enemies for you. So if you can line it up properly, they can assist you clearing out a room. There's another mechanic that I haven't really addressed yet, which is the blanks, which is like a room bomb. Probably not going to use it until the boss, because that's kind of when you need your blanks the most. And you recover blanks at the end of the floor as well, so you always get back 2. If you have more than 2 at the end of the floor, it's usually recommended to hold on to them in case you get more. But just having 2 every floor and keeping that in mind. Another purpose for blanks, aside from removing... Let's see if we can do this again. Nope, locked it up. Okay, so blanks can also open secret passages, but there's no real guarantee as to where a secret passage is. They're secret and difficult to find. You can open them up with blanks or explosive weapons, and usually they're in chest rooms. Like that! So if you activate a blank in a room that has a secret passage in it, it will knock down the wall for you. If you have a weapon that isn't your starting weapon and you shoot at a wall, the wall will crack to indicate that a secret is behind it, and then you can just blow it up. Ooh, Snowballer! This thing, not a great weapon on its own, but it has synergy bonuses, so I'm going to see if I can't find some items that synergize with it. Because if you carry, like, you can carry a ridiculous amount of guns in this game, but the more guns you have, the more you have to kind of scroll through. I'm not going to be using any guns right now because I can pretty much kill everything on the first floor with just my hand blaster. I do usually get the first floor gun just to fight the boss to make it faster, because I don't like fighting bosses with my starting pistol. Okay, so here's that health vending machine I mentioned earlier. Heal myself up. I kind of want that sling because that's a good weapon, but I also need to save my money. That's a pretty good ring as long as I'm not buying anything else. I do need keys though. I'm going to buy more keys. And over here. Now, the reason that this room is X'd off is that it's a one-way passage, so I have to approach that room from the other side to get through. Which means going through more rooms just to get to that one room. But that also tells me that in that room, it's either a shop or a treasure chest that I can get there. So I want to go in that direction right now. And as mentioned before, you get one gun and one passive item per floor. So whatever is in that treasure chest is going to be either a passive or active item instead of a gun, since I already got the lowercase r from the other treasure chest. So I've got, let's see here. Ooh, green. Okay, so ranking of chests goes brown, blue, green, red, then black, with black being the rarest and brown being the most common. And it's got fire bullets in it. So now, based on a percentile using a hidden stat, I have a chance to shoot a bullet that lights my enemies on fire with each gun that I have. I love passive items in this game because they affect everything that you're carrying. So I try to get the passives and not the, like, it's important to get the guns because they make fighting bosses easier and clearing rooms faster. Let's see who we have. We have the Gatling Gull. We'll do the intro just because I like to do the intros. Raw need the Gatling gun. Or Gatling Gull with a Gatling gun. Oh, this is a weird combination. So I have a gun that does ice, so it freezes my enemies, but it also lights them on fire. Frick. If you can get through a boss fight without getting hit, you get an extra bonus item at the end of the fight. So unfortunately I got hit by one of those missiles, which means I'm not getting my bonus item. But I can still cheese him out, hide behind pillars so that he doesn't hit me further. You see there, he's just not really doing anything. But yeah, I recognize all the patterns for the first floor bosses. I usually know what they're going to do. Doesn't mean I know how to get out of the way properly, but Gatling Gull in this particular room, because I think Gatling Gull has 6 different room variants that he can come in, and this room is very easy to cheese him in and just hide behind pillars and not get shot. He does have more difficult rooms where you're kind of stuck out in the open. I'm not paying attention to where the missiles are. Come over here. No, don't come over here that quickly. Get you to shoot the wall a couple times. Yeah, and the more damage he takes, the faster he moves. But now he gets an appropriate send-off for his demise. Yes, eat my children. Be full. They also eat the gun, which is, that's the thing that happens. Yes, after you beat a boss, you get a few mundane drops, and then you also get, sometimes it's a gun, sometimes it's a passive item. I think the the way that it generates it, or it determines it, is which chests you've opened, or what order you've opened the chests in. Again, not really an expert on this, can't really remember. And I broke this earlier, didn't I? Yes, I did. So I can't go down there. And I didn't show off any of my... No, I did show off my blanks. So, sometimes there are more than one secret room on a floor as well. Just because of the layout of this floor, though, I don't want... You know what? I'm going to get 2 blanks at the end of the floor anyway. And you can see I've got my blank counter up in the corner here, still shows 2. So let's experiment. Okay, nothing in here. And that covers the entire room. It doesn't matter what size the room is. The blank's going to affect everything. Let's try over here. So yeah, no secret rooms. Oh well. I get my blanks back anyway. It's not a horrible waste. You could also go around into each room and just shoot the walls with a gun that doesn't have infinite ammo to look for the cracks in the walls. But it's kind of a waste of bullets. Bullets are an incredibly rare commodity as you get later into the Gungeon. Now we're on to floor 2. And every floor you get an elevator. There's also an elevator shaft that you can fall down into, which you actually want to do because there are secrets in the elevator shafts. And this is how you unlock the fast elevator for quick travel to various floors. Also, this item here is what gives you the robot, but you have to carry it all the way to the end of the game with you, and it's not exactly an easy task to do. It actually took me a while to take care of. Yeah, you can see my lowercase r here actually shoots words, and there are pickups that you can get that change the words that you shoot with each series of rounds. I'm just using it right now because the enemies are getting a little bit more difficult. And I was just talking about how hard it is to come by ammo, and then I find a full ammo pickup. So I guess talking during this game is good. Also, that was the resourceful rat. He actually steals your ammo drops if you don't use them. But you can keep an ammo drop in one room. Like when you see an ammo drop, if you leave to a room you've already been in and then come back, the rat will appear and then disappear because he sees you. That means that you can go into the next room over from that, use a weapon that requires ammunition, and then come back and pick up the ammo and the rat won't disturb you. But if you go further than that, I'm really getting lucky with chests today. Not to complain or anything. Yeah, if I went further, like into the next room over, I would not be able to pick this up because the rat would have stolen it by then. So it looks like I also have a synergy room up top here. I was just talking about how I shouldn't be wasting my keys. But, oh, the ballot! Okay, so the ballot's a passive item. It increases coolness, which coolness reduces your item cooldown rate, and it also increases your chance of finding items after a room. So coolness is important for finding more items. So the ballot on its own is still a pretty good item because it gives you a really good coolness increase, as voting is cool. But this is the Synergy Witch, who I had to rescue along with all the other Gungeon inhabitants. But if I give her money, I get to gamble for a chance to get an item that synergizes with the items I'm already carrying. So... Ooh! And because I've done it enough times, I've unlocked a new item for the dungeon. So I check my inventory, and it shows that I've unlocked the Macho Braces. But this just shows what guns I'm carrying, what passive items I have, gives a little synopsis of each item, a little bit of a history and exactly what it does. And then I've got all the guns I've discovered, all the items I've discovered, all the enemies I've discovered, and all the bosses that I've beat. But let's see what we got in our synergy chest here. So I think it's like 50-50 that I either get a standard item or... Oh! I get a synergy item. So I get Mega Hand, which synergizes with my fire shots. And is that the only synergy? Yeah, I guess that's the... I guess it doesn't synergize with the snowballer. But, this is basically the Mega Man Buster. Regular shot. Charged shot. If I reload it while it's full, it changes weapon type. So now, because I have fire shots, I'm always guaranteed to shoot fire. And this is piercing fire as well, so it's going to go through multiple enemies. But I still have the standard charged shot. So my regular shots are on fire, and my charged shots are still charged. I'm going to save that for the third floor, because that's actually a very powerful and very helpful weapon. Let's go around with the machine gun for a bit. Okay, so there's a sniper. When his line becomes yellow, he's going to shoot at me. And now these rubber bullets should be electrified. Yeah, see, that one's electrified. These ones are just dummies, though. So they're not going to do any damage to me. Ta-da! So much money. Oh. Ah! Mimic! Yeah, I really have no way of telling where those guys are. Like, I don't know how to detect them. They just pop up every once in a while. It sucks, too, because they can show up in a boss fight. Which, like, just throws everything off. Is that it? Is that... Okay. Yes, I've probably covered a whole bunch of different topics that I can now no longer even remember what I've talked about. So hopefully I don't repeat myself while I'm doing this. Ow! Thought I could squeeze in between those bullets without moving, but apparently not. And because I had armor equipped, it activated a blank effect. Which, again, if there were any secret rooms in this area and my armor went off, it would have opened the secret rooms. But, yeah, armor, unlike health, goes away after it's taken from you. So, while armor is helpful in giving you a hit point boost, it's not a permanent hit point boost. Ta! So, yeah, but you can see using, like, the different ammo-based guns that you get definitely helps with room cleanup a lot faster. What else we got here? Yeah, the enemies are also getting stronger and more varied. The later floor enemies I'm still kind of learning. I understand how a lot of their mechanics work, but unfortunately, usually I get there, I have so much awesome equipment that it really doesn't matter what they do. Either they kill me or I die immediately. And we can see on our mini-map here, there's also a new feature, there's mini-bosses that you can run into. So that indicates that there's a mini-boss up there. I'm going to do some exploring elsewhere before I go and find out which mini-boss that is. Ooh, beholders. Baby holders. And I just let one of them shoot me in the face. Oh, I'm almost out of Tommy gun ammo. Yeah, let's restock that. Yeah, these debris that's all over the place, these barrels and whatnot, they break easy enough, like you can just walk into them, but they also block bullets, so sometimes it's a good idea to leave them around. Just so that the enemies can't hit you as easily. We got some spike traps here. Just roll over them. Ooh, green chest. Okay, it doesn't look like it's a mimic because it's not licking its lips or anything. Oh, this is like my favorite gun in the game. It's not a good gun by any means, but it's still like one of my favorite to use. It's got over 1,000 ammo in it. I don't think it requires a reload, but when you fire it, it pushes you backwards. So you can, it's very hard to hit people with it, but when you do hit people with it, it's very devastating. Okay, and this is Cursella. She's got a whole bunch of cursed items on sale. Normally, these two items here aren't cursed, but because she's selling them, they give you curse. And then this is a super cursed gun, because it's an axe and a shotgun. So even though the price is incredibly cheap with her, it gives you curses, and you kind of don't want that. Also, when you're exploring when you're like going around room to room, if you look at the walls here, you can see these little blue lanterns. They usually indicate that you're either heading in the direction of, or the next room is going to be an NPC or special room. And this is like a special room for unlocking the second floor secret area that, unfortunately, I have to beat the first floor secret area in order to really unlock that. Which I think I've only done once or twice successfully. It's a complicated process that unfortunately requires talent that I don't have. But yeah, you can see like the engine, even without my incendiary bullets, immediately lights things on fire. And it doesn't take much to kill anything with this gun. Oh, this is blocked off? Well, shucky dang. I'll have to go around the long way. So yeah, I basically have to walk up to an enemy, but I evaporate them. They're just dead immediately. So yeah, if I can get some... There's some items that synergize with it that make it so that it doesn't push you backwards anymore. I'm going to be on the lookout for those. And again, like, I should have actually... go away. I should have explored more to find items and whatnot, and synergize things, instead of just activating rooms as soon as I entered them. Ooh. I don't really want that. This unlocks the third floor secret room, which is a new... it's a new area that's recently introduced into the game. It starts at a price of 1,100 shells, but every time you come into the store and put money into it, the price decreases until eventually you can buy the key, and then every time after that, it's only going to cost 110 shells to buy. So I'm currently working on unlocking that so that I can get into the third floor secret area. This game has a lot of secrets in it. A lot of secret characters, a lot of weapon synergies, a lot of items to discover. There's so much to do, and I'm still in the process of getting a lot of this. I don't even think I have half of the game done yet, but I'm getting close. I love this god. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Synergy, synergy, synergy. Is that synergy? It is. Okay, gilded bullets. Oh. Synergy with that gun. So I'm going to Alt-Tab here because I actually have the game wiki up in the background here. So gilded bullets synergize to make... Oh, what's this? Increases damage based on how many coins you have. Damage increases to a maximum of 100% damage at 500 coins. Okay, so I have to hold on to money while I have this gun to get more damage. Interesting. Okay, so it synergizes with a face melter, Hydra, golden oldie, table... Ooh, table tech money increases... Oh. Ants, little bomber. So now I can shoot out cash, coin, shell, and gold instead of just bullet every time I shoot the lowercase r. Okay. Check my messages real quick. Oh, music's loud? Ah. Have to adjust that, I guess. Ah! Recursion! Try about there. Hopefully it's not overwhelming my voice too much. Yeah, it's incredibly quiet on my end. I think it's at... That's not the right menu. There we go. Yeah, it's... Well, I'll knock it down one more. Why not? It's pretty low, though. And resume. Okay, so let's go fight this sub-boss and not die. Sounds good? Sounds good. Probably not a good idea to use this gun, but I want to see if I can do it. Maybe I should use the Mega Blaster, though. Or should I save that for... Let's try with the Mega Blaster. Yeah, I'm going to have to use the Mega Blaster because I can't reach that boss with the engine. And yeah, this boss is basically a knockoff of Bowser from Super Al Friggin, the classic Super Nintendo game. Super Mario Brothers. I'm still learning his patterns, but so far I've only been hit twice. Really should not blank the room, so yeah, blanks, get rid of all the bullets in the room. Oh good, I got him, okay. So he drops a bunch of treasure for me. Did he not give me a... Oh, he didn't give me a bonus item. Cheapskate. Reload that. Go back to running around with my engine. So yeah, I only have 2 hits left now. And then... Wow, okay. So we go from the sub-boss directly to the boss. I'm gonna see if I can buy any hearts. I can! Yay for me. What boss do we get? Please tell me I get the Beholster. I do get the Beholster! This is probably my... Oh, what's with... I should be getting boss music right now, but apparently... Ah. So yeah, this is my favorite boss just because... Oh. I was about to say because I know his patterns and I usually don't get hit by him. But, well... Yeah, out of all of the second floor bosses, him and the Medusi are probably the easier bosses. Third option, I do not like at all. I don't think anyone likes the third option. Just because it is filled with random... And I got hit again, didn't I? Laser. Yeah, I got hit again. I talk about... No! And this is why I usually don't get down to the later floors. Because I talk about how good I am against a guy, and then he kills me. That's how long have we been doing this? Let's go for another run. Try again. That's pretty much what these games are all about. Let's hope for some ridiculous item combinations and just general good play, not walking into stupid bullets. I think I've covered pretty much all the basics. Let's see here. I hate these blue shotgun guys, though. Okay, rubber almost pushed me into a bullet. Thanks. That's exactly what I want on the second room of this floor, is to take damage. And a whole bunch of enemies that I have to fend off with a pistol. Fortunately, they're bullet cannon, not incredibly smart. So just walk all the way around. Walk into a bullet, because walk into 2 bullets. Okay, now drop a heart. Why did you drop a heart? I'm playing back to the boss room. I'm going to go this way. I have to get health pickups and a gun before I even consider going in that direction. Let's see if we can actually get a sewer run this time as well, or oubliette, as it's called. That'd be fun. Well, actually it wouldn't be fun. It's probably the hardest dungeon to run, mostly because of a lack of preparedness. You get into the oubliette and you don't have a lot of weapons, the enemies are stronger, they're much more abundant, you kind of have to rely on the weapons that you find on the first floor to get you through. But we'll worry about that if/when we get there. Now, these little bullet guys, you can also roll through them, but they basically kill themselves given enough time. Also, I haven't got the timing down on rolling through them. So this is an A-class chest. Doesn't appear to be a mimic. And it's got broccoli in it! Okay, so broccoli, if I recall, increases my weapons damage. It's also a really good synergy item for some weaker weapons. Ah! Okay. Oh, right, because damage boosts in this game usually work off of a percentile, and because this gun only does 4 damage, increasing 4 damage by, like, I think it's something like 20% for the broccoli? But yeah, increasing 4 by 20% does not really give you an extra point of damage. Comes pretty close, but not quite. Works better for other rapid-fire guns that do 6 damage, or guns that just have an immense damage output. But unfortunately, it's not going to affect my pistol unless I find more damage boosts. I'm just going to rub jam all over my body and then continue. But yeah, I should be able to... Oh, nope, 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 nope. Yeah, you can roll into those bullets and kill them, but they're a lot more wily than the slime. Now this balloon gun is incredibly powerful, but as soon as you get shot while holding it, it deflates. And when it deflates, it loses all of its ammo. So, like, I could get it and it would grant me flight. I'll grab this key instead. It has some interesting synergies with other guns as well, but unfortunately, because of the way that I play right now, it's not a really good gun for me. It's an excellent weapon if you are skilled. Actually, I might come back for it dependent upon what else I find in my run. Wizard! Wizard! What else have we got here? We've got grenades. Yeah, basically the magic of the Gungeon reanimates everything, which is why we get like these walking bullets, and we've got grenades with little tiny feet on the bottom, and a television monitor that's a robot, walls that are trying to crush you, chests that are trying to eat you. Basically, the magic of this place just keeps reviving everything over and over and over again ad infinitum, which kind of leads to the whole time paradox that we find ourselves stuck in. Now this is only blue, but this is the gun for the floor. I'll use a key on it. Oh! It's an ant. This is a bad weapon for me. Its main shot is shotgunny. When you reload it and you flip it over, it shoots fire out its butt. So, yeah, the regular bullets create oil on the floor, and then you flip it over and it ignites the oil on the floor. So it's great for wiping out smaller enemies. Not a really good weapon to fight a boss with, though. Especially if I get the the Bullet King guy again, the guy that was on the throne. Because he levitates, so he's immune to fire. Let's see if I need to find another key or not. I do have to find another key now. Damn it. Okay. So hopefully I get another key drop, because then I can show off the sewer. And hopefully I get a key drop from this boss. And hopefully this boss isn't the Bullet King. This boss is the Bullet King. Ah, okay. So I basically have to fight him with a pistol now. Let's see if I can do this. It's all about knowing where to stand. And that little Chancellor guy up top there, I could just flat out kill him. Very easy enemy. If he takes... I got shot. If he takes damage during the fight, he'll start chasing you around the room, and then you have to kill him anyway. But if you leave him alone, he just watches. And there's a special interaction. Actually, there's a couple of special interactions now that I think about it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I've been shot twice, which isn't great, but he's at half health, so we're kind of even. And I'm all out of blanks, so I can't disrupt those big shots that he keeps doing anymore. Looks like we're gonna have to dodge! Oh. Come on, come on. Almost got you. I think it is entirely possible to beat all of the bosses on the first floor with just your pistol. It just takes a really long time. But yeah, you can see the Chancellor now he's on his knees and he's crying. I could leave him alive and he'll show up in the next boss fight. Or I could just touch him and he dies immediately. But I got 2 keys, which is perfect, because we're going to go and do a sewer run now. Gonna break that throne. Get some mahogany. Oh, and it's got a... Right, with the broccoli! Yes! Okay, so... This normally only shoots 1 grenade. It now shoots 4 grenades because I have broccoli. That's kind of ridiculous. So I have over 383 shots with this. All the shots fire 4 shots. All those shots explode. I warped to the wrong room. Over here. So this should, operative word should, make my sewer run very easy. And away we go. Okay, so I have to be very careful down here. And hopefully I get some... Oh, what's... There we go. Room had to load. Yeah, this ant sucks. But this is gonna be stupid. Actually doesn't look like it's doing much more damage than my pistol, but these enemies do have increased health now, so yeah, 1 shot killing these guys instead of having to shoot them 3 times. That was a mushroom. There's another one. Also, this has knockback, so I can actually knock enemies off of a ledge, and even if I don't do enough damage to kill them, falling off a ledge kills them for me, so... All that will explode. More explosions! More explosions! So yeah, these are grenades that bounce if they don't hit an enemy. This is just... Oh, this... Ah! Frick. I'm bragging again and it's getting me shot. Eh. Eh. Oh, I missed one. Come up here. Haha! I tricked you. Oh, and these are pit traps. So don't stand on those. You'll take damage. So we've got new slimes that trail poison behind them. We've got new shotgun bullets that have a ridiculous amount of health. We've got new regular bullets that puke up poison. Whoop, I missed. Yeah, rolling over those guys is risky because then you're standing in the poison. And if you stand in poison too long, you take damage. That big monster over there's kind of tough to kill. While he's alive, these spores that he shoots out eventually start, like, directing themselves towards you. So be mindful of that. Let's see, wind-up gun, mailbox, and fossil fuel. I'm gonna have to check my synergy lists again, but I need to buy health, and I need to buy keys. So I don't think... I love... Again, the wind-up gun, another great gun. Oh, and this is why I need keys. This item unlocks the second floor secret. So I have to carry this from the first floor through the second floor without taking damage. So I usually fight the boss on this floor, then come back and pick this up, just to guarantee that I don't get hit before I leave. And hopefully I can unlock the secret floor as well. We shall see. Yeah, this... Oh! Extra keys. Extra keys are always nice. This is a brown chest, so let's risk it. Yes! Oh, the flare gun! It's another personal favorite for weaponry. Basically lights enemies on fire. It's only got one bullet in the chamber, but it automatically reloads every time you fire it. And if I can get the right item combination, I can shoot out flares that light my enemies on fire indefinitely. Like, they will not stop burning until they're dead. Okay, so I have to time this properly. Okay. Now. I screwed up, but oh well. I'm still alive. I say as I get barraged by bullets. Ah! So I have half a health left. I really don't want to die when things are going so good. Why? Won't. Okay. Yeah, I'm really not using a lot of ammo with this, so getting the ammo refill doesn't feel great right now, but I'm going to lose it otherwise, so might as well get those extra bullets in. Okay. We're okay. We're okay. So the nice thing about explosives, they wipe out on-screen bullets that are close to them. So this is actually giving me a bit of leeway by destroying enemy bullets as I shoot enemies and make them explode. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, there's the giant mushroom. I'm gonna get behind this table, increase my chances of not dying. And I did it! I did the not dying thing. I need to find health, though. I may actually have to go back and pick up that, the second floor key. Oh, health! Okay. Because the second floor key is a health item, but it's not a permanent health item. So it's a piece of armor, but I have to carry it to that special room in order to unlock the secret floor. Yeah, I am just rocking with this launcher. Well, Actually, I'm pine coning, but semantics. Where are these bullets coming from? Who's shooting at me? Deal with you guys in a moment. There's someone shooting over here. I guess not. Firecracker! But I love the new item synergies in this game. It makes weapons that used to be kind of meh incredibly powerful. Definitely makes runs a lot easier. Blue chest. Mimic! Okay, you can see that it's kind of breathing. So if I used a key on it, it would wake up, eat my key, and then attack me. But if I shoot it first, it wakes up anyway. And I don't waste my key. And now we kung fu fight. Or gun fu fight. Haha! I win! Cursed bullets! You know what? It's a damage boost. I'm going to risk getting stronger enemies for dealing more damage. So the way cursed bullets work is the more curse I have, the more damage I do. And because it's a cursed item, it curses me right away, which automatically gives me a damage boost. So hopefully... Okay, this is the boss. Okay, and this is an incredibly easy boss too, so I should... I'm not going to jinx myself. I'm just going to go in, and we're going to fight Blobulord. We're going to fight this giant, cute, pink thing. Blobulord. I'm going to shoot him with cursed acorns. But yeah, you can see the explosion, like, kind of put a gap in his shot circles. So if you can time explosions right... Yeah, I'm just melting this guy with this thing. Okay, see, and I'm opening up circles because I'm shooting him with explosives. I know all of his attacks, so I know where to stand. He's already at half health and I haven't been hit. Unfortunately, I don't get a bonus item for killing him and not being hit. But, you know, not being hit is its own victory sometimes. Yes! Okay. So yeah, getting those cursed bullets definitely helps. And after he's dead, you get this like little tiny version of him. Just kind of ineffectually bumps up against you. You can roll into him, but he has more than one hit point. A lot more than one hit point. So just blow him up. Okay, so armor. More health. Awesome. And another damage boost. We've got a lot of damage boosts on this run. Oh, I might actually do good this time. I might do good. Okay, so let's pick this up. I don't really want anything from in here. Okay, so let's see if we can get through the second floor without getting shot. That would be ideal. Because if I can do that, I can unlock the next secret floor, which I have never beaten. And I would like to beat it. That would be awesome. If I can get to the... Oh, no. No. Okay, okay. If I go now... Okay. So I've got broccoli, I've got +1 bullets, and I've got cursed bullets for damage increase. And there's a sub-boss in here. I'm doing 4 grenades per shot. I can't blow myself up with my own grenade, which is awesome. That's any other game I would immediately be doing that. Wait, are these don't bounce anymore? Do they not bounce because they're cursed? Oh, wait, wait! That's a blue lantern! Okay, okay. That might be the room I need to go into. Okay. Oh, damn it, damn it. Well, it's a shop, which I guess that's okay. So I don't want to pick up... Well, do I want to pick up Casey? Because that is a cursed item that will increase my curse counter. I want this laser sight. Because now, like, I have much better aim, and my shots stay closer together. They don't spread out as much. It kind of helps with a shotgun. But, like, in general, just having better aim is great. Anything that increases your accuracy also decreases the spread of your bullets. So accuracy increasers are good for consolidating your shots. Just grouping your damage together. And you can see, like, I'm getting much more consistent hits now. Things are dying. Oh, wait. I have to go through the sub-boss? Oh, trick gun. Okay. Okay. So I have to go through the sub-boss without taking damage. Hopefully it's not the floaty bomb. It's... Come on. Come on. No, 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 no! Okay, well, I'm still alive. I'm still doing a fairly decent run. I'm just not going to get to show this the second secret room. Oh, well. What did you give me? Ooh, you gave me a chest. Okay, so you recovered my health, which is nice. Gave me a chest without a lock on it, which has more health in it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you? No, you didn't. Okay. Because usually the second secret floor room is connected to the store. I want this ring. This ring makes it so that mimics won't attack me anymore. So if I get this ring, and if I can find... There's another mimic item that makes it so that all chests become mimics. And that combination makes it so that all chests become mimics, none of them will attack you, so all chests are unlocked for the rest of your run, which is stupid powerful. But the trick is finding both of those items in the same run. So just not being attacked by mimics is going to be nice. So no secret second floor. I still have some pretty awesome item synergies. I'm probably not going to be able to afford the key for the secret third room. Still, this could be a good run. Oh, what even? I stopped paying attention. What hit me? Did someone spawn in on me? Was that what happened? I should have done the rat trick. Killed these rooms before picking up that ammo. Oh well. But yeah, this combo is just rinsing these enemies. Okay, so I'll do the ammo combo for this. Go away. And then I can go into this room, come back, and refill my weapons. Ah! Not paying attention. Getting hit by very easy enemies. So I have 4 guns right now. Just refill everything. So there's the blue ammo refills and the green ammo refills. The green ammo refill refills one gun to full, and the blue ones refill one gun halfway and then a little bit in every other gun you have. So that actually filled up all of my ammo for all of my guns. Yeah, this is so good right now. This makes me happy. I am happy. I don't know how long that will last, but savor the moment. Right, that's another thing about shotgun shell enemies. Probably seen it a couple times now, but when they die, sometimes they explode and shoot bullets all over the place. So don't stand next to them when they do that. Now up here is a sarcophagus, which fires 3 waves of bullets that go out to the corners, and then they all come in at the same time. Once you're familiar with them, it's easy enough to dodge. It's just they usually have a lot of health. I just have this stupid combo. It's so good. Ooh, and a heart container. So I'm slightly less likely to die. Oh! And, of course, very last room I check. I think I only got hit during the... Oh no, I got hit a couple times after the mini-boss fight, too. Wait, I found some health pickups as well, so I should probably grab those before going into the boss. Yeah. I want more keys. Give me more keys. Give to me your keys. Let's see what second floor boss we get. Ooh, Medusi. She has very easy patterns to follow, so... The Gore Gun, Medusi. So she'll poison the floor, which I can just dodge roll away from. That attack will actually freeze me so that I can't shoot. This is just a basic back and forth. I have to get away from the wall, because she can corner you. Oh, now I have to get close to her, because these rings expand the further they get away from her. Run to the side. Dodge this. Sidestep these. And she's dead! So yeah, first, second floor bosses, sometimes I can kill them without being hit. Blow up her corpse. And, oh, yes, I get even more accuracy now. So now I have a scope for steadier aim. This is the second floor chamber, which gives me an extra health. It's also used to unlock other things in the game, usually the express routes to go between floors. And I've only been using this, so I'll refill that. Yes, so now I have 5 health, and an armor, and a lot of keys. Oh, and I still have my blanks. Okay, so there's no secret room in here. There's one wall there, 2 walls here. Let's try here. No. Oh, wait, I just thought of something. Okay, no, I can't really tell. Because I think these explosions can also open secret rooms. I can't remember, though. It would either damage the wall and make secret rooms apparent, or it would open the secret rooms for me. But yay, now we get to see the 3rd floor! And again, there's an elevator shaft under here. There's no special item, though. I've already unlocked the elevator to this floor, so the mechanic's not here to fix it. This mahogany is so ridiculous. Ah! I thought that was my laser sight for a moment there. But no, someone's aiming back at me. So yeah, I have... Actually, let's see. Wow. Okay, so... You probably saw earlier how spread the shots with this were, but with a scope and a laser sight? Oh, that's silly. Ooh, actually, let's see. So that shoots... Yeah, trick shot shoots like that. The trick gun has two settings. You can shoot a bouncy shot. Oh, wow. Yeah, or a shotgun shot. And you could see just how condensed that shot was with all the aiming aids I have equipped right now. Oh, these passive items are so good. Whoops. Okay, so that totem pole has 3 different forms of attack, one for each head, and then a final explosion. And then these guys you can only shoot when they're open. Whoop, I missed. Oh, this is so good. I'm doing so good! Yay for me! Oh, nope, he's closed. Open. Dead. And yeah, if you clear a room without taking damage, you get more items at the end, or you have a higher chance of getting items. So that's how you get things like treasure chests and keys and hearts and stuff. So don't get shot, like, anywhere. Don't get shot when fighting a boss, because you'll get a bonus item that increases your health. Don't get shot in a room, because it'll increase your chance of getting, like, health drops and coins. Or shells, as they are in this case. Oh! And that... Oh, no, wait, that's because of... Okay, so that mage is actually enchanting that guy to make him stronger. So I get rid of the mage and he becomes weak again. A lot of stuff just happened there. And I didn't take any damage. I would like to say it's because I'm good at this game, but it's really... This equipment loadout is stupid powerful for where I am right now. Okay. Kill the spider. Oh, do I have to jump to the middle? Can I not just... I have to jump to the middle. I didn't jump to the middle. Okay. I accidentally fired while rolling. Huh. But yeah, diagonal jumps are not easy. Especially on so small a platform. There's so many bullets. There's also something I can unlock by riding around in these minecarts and shooting enemies while in them. It's just these minecarts are very rare, and I tend to get shot while riding in a minecart. And I have to do it a lot, and I don't want to do it. I just don't want to. I'll do it later. Okay, where are you? Where did you go? Where's your trail leading? There you are. Ah! So yeah, those enemies, when you kill them, will give you a small drop. So you have to chase them down, find where they are, and then kill them. Ah! So he dropped ammo. I think I can do the... Oh no, it's too far away for me to do the rat trick. So, actually, it's... Oh, there's no cracks in that wall. Slide over this table. That's a one-way street. Ooh, there's a merchant up here. So let's go see the merchant. Hello. Ooh, you have a Zorgun. I can't afford that. Oh, you also have a vampire here. So the vampire will take your health and give you a number of shells appropriate to whatever floor you're on. So I might actually come back here. I might be able to buy that Zorgun now that I think about it. We'll see how many health drops I get and how much health I have after this floor is done. Ah! You are cursed! You are cursed! You are cursed! You are dead. You are also dead. You are crazy. So that the miner acts like a me tool from Mega Man, who drops down into the ground and you can't hurt him while he's down there. And then when he pops back up, he shoots bullets. Okay, there's the boss. So, okay, I haven't discovered any treasure chests yet, so let's backtrack a bit. I'm also saving my keys for elevator repair. Because that's a thing that I still have to do for later floors. There's a couple of elevators I haven't repaired yet. And I need keys and bullets. So I actually should be saving my money. Do I risk this on... Let's risk it on a lockpick. Oh, okay. And this is the mermaid, or the siren, the mermaid gun. Let's see how well this shoots. That's... okay. So that blob is supposed to be 5 separate blobs. I'm just kind of searching for secret rooms in here. Doesn't look like there are any. But yeah, that just goes to show how tight my accuracy has become with my upgrades. Because it's not supposed to look like that. Shoot you. Shoot you. Get some little bobble dinosaurs. God, this combo is so good. Ah! As I walk into bullets. Okay, health recovery. I kind of wanted to use that to get more money, but I'm not very good at this game sometimes, and I get shot. There. Aha! Why didn't you die immediately? You're supposed to die immediately when I shoot you. Into the pit with ye. Scare away the rat. And he's got a shield, so you can't shoot him. But he is actually the secret boss for the 3rd floor secret floor. And actually, that's... speaking of... Panicking! I'm surprised I didn't roll into any of those bullets. I am very surprised I did not roll into any of those bullets. Oh, yes. The 3rd secret floor. You can actually see it right here. So what you do is you unlock this door. You go down here. There's a secret trail you have to go along. You have to use some blanks to open it up, but when you get to the very end, you have to use that nod key that you can buy. And since I don't have the nod key, I can't really go down there. I'm going to go back and make him appear here. Oh, hey! No, get away from that. I'll go back and pick up this one. I'm actually... do I have the ammo synth? I don't have the ammo synth. Yeah, I'm just getting very lucky with ammo drops on this run. Green chest. Okay. Not a mimic. Okay. Muscle relaxant. Oh, if I find a sniper rifle... This is dumb. Oh! Secret room. Okay, so we've established that the grenades do not actually open up the secret rooms, but we know that there's one here because the wall broke up. Oh, wait. I wanted to... don't steal my ammo. Stay away from it. So I got my blank back, and I got a piece of armor for that secret room. That's not a great secret room, but I'll take it. I like free stuff. Okay, so I think that's it for this floor. Just have to go and fight the boss now. But yeah, so I have a scope, a laser sight, and muscle relaxant, which all increase my accuracy. That's... oh, I love passive items so much. So let's see. They still stay pretty bunched together. Those don't stay bunched together. This is, like, stupid accurate now. Yeah, and that's a shotgun shot. So the fact that that shoots all the way to the other wall and stays in formation. Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, so boss fight. Who do I want on the third floor? I think the third floor boss that I want is the Panzer tank. I think, yeah, he's third floor. So hopefully I get the tank, because it's either the tank, the Mind Flayer, or, oh, right, Balrog, Cannon Balrog. I know his patterns, but he can still be kind of tricky, so I might get hit. We shall see. Cannon Balrog. Ah! Yeah, I got hit. Yeah, I've already got him down to like 2/3 health. Hup. Hup. Where are you? Where are... There you are. Yeah, it's a shame that I got... Hopefully I don't get hit again, but just that I got hit once. Really didn't need to use a blank there. Oh well. Yeah, if I didn't get hit right off the bat, I would have got the third floor award. Ooh, monster blood. So I'm getting more health anyway. And that makes it so that when I get hit, I drop poison on the ground. In like a ridiculously large spread. Ooh, actually, right, I have health drops. So let's go back here. I kind of want the Zorgun, but I'm gonna save my money. Gonna get bit by a vampire. How many health drops did I get? Just the one? Just the one. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, like she gives me... Ooh, actually, she gives me 28 coins. Half health is 24. Technically, I could net another 8 coin value out of that. Do I want this key as well? So yeah, I'll take 2 more hits to get just a little bit more money, because I'm greedy. Also, why not? There, yeah. Okay, and then... Do I want another key? Yeah, this is my last chance to get them this cheap. After this, I think it goes up above 40. They get really expensive later on. But I need 6 keys and a stupid amount of money to work the next elevator. And I think I need them both at... Well, yeah, I might actually just be wasting resources. Because I need a lot of money. And I can't remember if I need both at the same time. So yeah, now instead of tables I have coffins to flip, and some of them have goo inside of them. I also cannot see my enemies, so I'm just shooting blindly and hoping that they die. Because I do not want to go across the room just yet. That big ice block in the corner there will charge at me if I get too close to it. But if I kill all the enemies in the room, he melts. And now I have all the keys I need. Okay. Ah. Slippery floors, because every game needs an ice level. Yeah, I have really good equipment right now. It makes me so happy. Normally I would not be doing this well. But because everything's dying in one shot when it normally takes like 5 shots at this point. Ah! I missed! I have 3 accuracy boosters and I missed! Got some knights. And yeah, like these guys are stupid tough. at this point. But look at all that money! Let's backtrack a little bit, because we've got a teleporter here. Whoop. Yep. What's down here? A mage! Damn it, my weapon's too accurate now. I have to... Walked into a bullet. But yeah, you can see that poison spread that I get whenever I get hit now. Covers a lot of the room. Yeah. My accuracy is so good that I have to actually aim. What is this? Ice bomb froze all the enemies in the room. Okay, got a little bit of armor. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have enough shells by the time I get to the elevator that I need to repair, but we'll see. I could... Oh, there is a way actually now that I think about it, but it's incredibly risky. And there's a very low % chance that I'll be able to do it. Okay. We'll come back. I won't risk the lockpick just yet. Because yeah, this is the only character that gets the lockpick too, unless I can beat his or get his proper ending, then I can unlock the lockpick for finding just anywhere in the dungeon. But no, I want to see if I can buy... Do I want to try and buy more keys? Oh, mind flayers. They're being noisy. So 2 of these guys are illusions. One of them has more health and he's the real deal. Let's see. What do we have in here? Laser rifle. I could buy another key, 32 for a new key. I need all my keys and my money, though. I need to find more keys. Ooh. What does this guy do? Oh, ammo. Yeah, no. He increases my curse, but he also fills all of my ammo. Ooh. Okay, so this guy I can feed my guns to, and he will spit out another gun based upon what I feed him. So I'm going to feed him my awful guns that I don't want, because they also have very low synergy bonus, so there's no point in holding on to them. And I get the membrane. So yes, this is a poison shotgun that when it hits a wall, the shots disperse into more shots. So let's do a little test and see. Yeah, again, that's supposed to be a shotgun spread. And it's sticking together like it was glued. Oh, I like this so much. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, though. But we can do this. We can get through. We can make it through. Not when we play like that. Not when we chase the bullets down and put them directly into our face. It doesn't help anyone. Well, I mean, it helps the bad guys, but I don't want to help the bad guys. Oh no! No, don't. Okay, so that mage stops my bullets and then throws them back at me. Things are going wrong. I didn't speak too soon. I spoke an inadequate amount. Oh, Grim Reaper. That's not good. So I have to kill everyone else in the room before him. And then he dies along with the ice blocks. Restock my ammo. I got an extra key. Let's see what the other treasure chest is first, before we go cracking anything open. Everything's exploding. Happy. Oh. Falling apart here. Just falling apart. Go around the corner! I command you! Boss. Oh. Okay, so that red guy is a jammed bullet. That's what happens when you have Curse, is there's a chance enemies will be jammed. And as you saw there, he took a lot of shots before he died. I also just rolled into another bullet. I should be putting these up to hide behind. But I'm being obstinate. I don't like that rumbling noise I just heard. Oh, that's Gun Reaper. Okay. Hide here. I'll be safe from his shot. Just let them all melt into the pillar. And he's dead. You can kill him by normal means, like just shooting him over and over and over again, but it's easier to get rid of all the small fries first and just dodge his attacks. Okay, so I gotta remember not to shoot at him until his arms are down. Okay, so they're both blue chests. Yes! Oh, rubbish. I'm not picking that up. That's a garbage gun. No real good synergy. Yeah, take it. Go ahead. Bye. Leaves me a nice little note. Swears at me a little bit. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I want to go in there. I mean, it's only a brown chest, but I want the health. Ooh, and a Winchester, and more health. Yes! So this should have... Yeah, with all of my sniper equipment, this has synergy. So this now shoots incredibly accurate. I'm going to just Alt-Tab here to see exactly how big of a benefit I'm getting with this now. Because that is... Whoop. Get out of my way. Get out of my way! So Winchester rifle. Damage increased by 50%. On top of all of the other damage upgrades I have with the accuracy increase. So that's a very powerful rifle I have now. Check my messages. Huh. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Hopefully that doesn't affect things too much, just because I'm having such a great time. Let's see. Man shades. So now every time there's an explosion, I get slow motion, which will give me some time to think about what I'm going to do. Hello. I still don't have your pattern down yet. But yeah, because I'm shooting a grenade launcher, intermittently, I will now get slow motion. This will help me to figure out where I want to be to dodge bullets. Yes! So I did, again, took damage, but at least the boss is dead. Does this have synergy with anything I'm currently carrying? I guess not. I should be finding out how much this Winchester rifle is doing for damage now. Yeah, I took a lot of hits. Okay, final floor. Let's see how we do. Here's hoping. I would actually like to get to the very end and try and beat the past for this character. Get some unlocks for him. But let's find out how much money I actually need when I get here. This elevator's still under repair. So I still need... Okay, so I need 100 more coins and 1 more key. Fingers crossed we'll be able to find that before this floor's over. Okay, not great, not great, not great. Oh my, I am just... Stick into the grenade launcher. I don't think the Winchester does enough damage for me to really... Oh, blowing myself up, getting hit by everything I encounter. This is why I don't survive on the 5th floor. Because I seldom get here, so I don't know how to cope. Oh wow, and I'm not even killing things in one hit anymore. Oh, now and he's gonna throw the bullet back at me! Okay, I need something that can get past shields. Oh, yeah, he grabs those as well. Okay. Grabs those as well. Okay. Let's use... That'll do. Oh no. Okay, I am not doing great. Let's use the shotgun for a bit. Uh-oh. Yep, gonna have to redo those rooms. That guy grabs you and shoots you backwards. So, well, I guess I just only have to redo this one room. I'm fine with that. Yeah, shotguns are not supposed to be this precise. That's... Whoops, lid on that table. That's kind of silly. You just rolled into that guy and killed him. Oh right, you're immune to poison, aren't you? Why did I do that? So I guess I'm using the shotgun for a while. The explosives just aren't doing the trick anymore. So many bullets. Ah! Supposed to dodge. You were supposed to dodge. Yeah, I'm not used to shotguns being this accurate. I'm not used to having to aim at everything. Haha! Let's refill my shotgun. Haha! 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 Oh, this isn't good. Ah, bullet shark! Worked surprisingly well. I don't want to go in there. want more keys. Give me more... Oh no, he's jammed. Oh no, he did... I think that's enough for now. Look at all of that equipment. So many items. That was a pretty good run for me, all things considered. Only about an hour. Probably going to be playing a lot more of this in the future. But I think that's enough for streaming for now. So, just go back to the breach for the time being. See how many credits I accrued. Wow. There's 19 credits. Not bad. Merchant's back too. Yay, merchant. Yes. It's late. And I'm a little bit peeved that I got that far. It was an amazing run though. I'm glad I got it recorded. So, we'll see you again next time for more very poor quality streaming.